Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the exciting new collection, the Urban Decay Naked Heat. I'm going to be doing a first impression try on. I have a bunch of the products on my face right now. I'm going to give you my review and some swatches, and I'm going to let you know my thoughts as far as do I think the pigmentation is worth it. I'm going to give you an overview of the cost and basically just a well-rounded review. I know this is highly anticipated. It is coming in June, so I will have all information in the description box below. If you do like these type of videos, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to see more videos like this. And also, if you want to be notified of my videos, hit that notification bell and make sure that you're getting notified. I know a lot of people have been saying they haven't been seeing my videos. That's so frustrating, YouTube. Get it together. So if you want to see more videos and make sure you don't miss a video, hit that notification bell. And before I ramble forever, let's get into the swatches, the cost, and then I'm going to try everything on. So Urban Decay is releasing their new Naked Heat collection. First up, which I think everybody is all amped about, is the Naked Heat palette. This is the 5th in terms of their naked palettes. Now they do have the Ultimate Basics and kind of some other naked spin-offs, but this is the actual naked palettes. So in here you do get these really nice, warm, burnt, kind of plummy orange tones. Really, really beautiful. Now it is going to retail for $54. It is pre-sale on their website June 12th, and I'll have all the information down below as well. You also get a brush that comes with it. And I'm going to show you some swatches of the palette before we get into actually trying it on so you can see the pigmentation. Upon swatching them, I didn't have any that I felt like I was struggling with. There was one shimmer in particular, which would be Lumber, which was not as shimmery as I would have liked, but it's still pretty good. And then also Ashes was a little bit more sheer than some of the other colors, but it's also the deepest. So I feel like you can build it up. Urban Decay is also releasing 2 eyeliners. Now, I thought these were lip liners. I think everybody did. They have the shade Torch, which is like a burnt kind of orange red, and then they have Alkaline, which is a deep plum purple. Upon swatching these, they're very creamy. You can see in the swatches here, very nice pigmented. I don't know as far as long wearing. I know I like to stick to my ColourPop or my Marc Jacobs as far as the waterline, but I do hear great things about these pencils, and I think they're very unique colors. I do not have a price on these, but I do know you can get these pre-sale with the palette as well. Along with the palette and the eye pencils, they did release 3 new lipsticks available to be pre-ordered as well. The first one is called Fuel. This is a nice nude color, very, very warm, though obviously we're going with the Heat collection. So this is a cream. There's no metallic in here. It's a cream opaque formula. Next, we do have Scorched. This is a metallic, which is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. You'll see me use it coming up in the video. This is like a bronzy metallic shade. I don't feel any grittiness. It feels pretty comfortable on the lips. And then they also have Heat, which is a metallicized as well, and this is a really intense, bright, sparkly red. Now I have heard a couple people say that this is gritty. I have not tried this one, so I can't speak, but for these 2, they felt really nice on the lips. So now that we've gone over the collection, what is included, I'm going to flip to the clip where I'm going to try everything on. We're going to go from start to finish, eyes and lips. I'm going to show you how they look on the skin and give you my first impression. So if you're interested in seeing how these apply on the eyes and the lips, then please keep watching. So I'm first going to go into the shade Sauced. This is a nice tan transition shade. We're just going to try this out, and then we're going to move in and just play around, see what we can come up with. First impression, it is blending really nicely. Really soft, but really pigmented. And I feel like this is like the perfect everyday tan. I mean, you could just leave it. Just kind of smoke it out. Okay, next I'm going to go into the shade He Devil. This is like a burnt reddish color, and we're just going to build up the eyes. And we're just going to go a little bit lower. Okay, these are pigmented. I mean, like, oh, these are blending really nicely. That was with one thing. So I am actually really impressed with these mattes. I mean, I like Urban Decay shadows. I've never really had an issue, I don't want to say, like with the naked palettes. But this feels nicer. Look like they revamped their formula maybe a little bit. Just super pigmented and just blending really easily. I know sometimes I have to work harder with other shadows. So I feel like this would be nice for people that maybe aren't the best at makeup, or if you maybe have trouble with your blending, which, you know, sometimes I do. So there we go. So that built up nicely. I only dipped in twice. So I'm really impressed with this. Okay, so now that we have that done, I'm going to take the same shade and I'm going to put it on my lower lash line. And we're really going to start smoking this out. Next I'm going to go into Ashes, which is the deep, this is like a bark purple. I'm going to deepen up the eyes and the outer crease. So we're just going to start here, kind of build up a little bit. Now this one seems, well, let me see. Definitely pigmented, not as intense as the other ones I want to say, but still you can see that nice pigment. So you can definitely see the difference in the pigment build up, but again, this one it might be a little bit more sheer, which is nice. It's a little bit more forgiving, and then you can build it up. Sometimes the dark shades, they can be extremely intense and intimidating, and then you've got like, you look like you have a black eye basically. I'm going to go into the shade Scorched. This looks like the most metallic shade of the bunch. It's like a metallic red maroon color, and I'm going to use this on the center of the lid. So I did wet my brush, as I always do. It's got like a foily look, like a glittery, I don't know how to describe it. Now there's a tiny bit of fallout, but nothing crazy. I'm not having any issues either. I mean, it looks nice. It built up easily. I'm impressed with this. Okay, now I'm going to go into the shade Fuego is what it's called. So it's right under the dark one we used. I'm going to use this on my lower lash line to deepen up and just kind of smoke it out. I'm just using a small pencil brush. And to further deepen, I'm going to go back in with Ashes, which is that dark shade, and we're going to use this on the lower lash line as well. Okay, so I did apply lashes and I applied mascara, which I will have down in the description bar, but I am going to go in with their eye pencil. So this is crazy. I thought this was a lip liner. I think everyone's thought that, just kind of in conjunction with the lipsticks. This is in the shade Alkaline, and I'm going to use this on my lower waterline, and we're going to smoke it into the lower lash line. Okay, so first impression, it's a really pretty deep purple. It's not, I mean, it is opaque. I think it's just because I'm used to black or white. All right, so now that we have the eyes done, I'm going to go into the lips. So I'm just going to use a kind of nude brown lip liner, and then I'm actually going to go into the shade Scorched, which is metallicized. It's like a brown color, and let's hope that it's pretty on. So here's what Scorched looks like on. It feels really nice and creamy. It doesn't feel gritty or anything like that. So I feel like this is a really pretty metallic color. Would it be something that I reach for all the time? Probably not. It's not really my kind of color, but I know a lot of people like a deeper lip. I'm a nudes girl. So just for fun, I'm going to go in with the shade Fuel, and I'm just going to put it in the center and see if we can kind of change this lip a little bit. So that gave it a little bit more of a creamy look in the center more than metallic. I think I like that a little bit better. So far so good. These feel really nice on the lips. Good pigment. They feel creamy. Now I don't know how long lasting they would be, but with any kind of bullet lipstick, you take that chance. Going over my final thoughts, I have to say that I think this is my favorite Naked palette in terms of pigmentation and blendability. I know the other ones are great and I never really struggled with that, but this one for some reason almost blended itself, especially the matte shades. And the one shade that I did use on my lid was very glittery and foily, and there wasn't a ton of fallout, but there was a good pigmentation there. So I feel like this is a great palette. I know there's been some kind of controversy on swatches, and I think you really can't tell until you really put it on your eyes. And I can say 100% that these mattes blended beautifully. They really almost blended themselves. I've had some shadows before where I really struggled and I felt like it was grabbing in areas, and I didn't feel like that at all with this palette. So I'm going to say a huge yes. If you love these colors, absolutely go for this palette. I know it's going to be a huge hit, and I think that they did reformulate their mattes. And I don't know about the shimmers, but their mattes 100%. I will say that I would have liked to see maybe one light, really shimmery color for like an inner corner, maybe like a light peachy color. But I do think that they did hit the mark pretty well overall. You've got some nice mattes to highlight your brow bone and stuff like that. So absolutely 100% recommend this palette. I think the quality is great, and I think you'll be really pleasantly surprised when you get it to see how nice the blendability is. As far as the eyeliners, I can't say for sure now. I mean, I did try the one alkaline on my eyes and it felt really nice. It has a good color payoff. I don't know about in terms of wear. I'm pretty picky about eyeliners. I like to stick with like ColourPop or the Marc Jacobs. Isn't that crazy? Like $5 or $35. But those are the ones that stay the longest in my waterline. So I can't say for sure this isn't like my favorite formula, but these are unique colors. So I think these are really great if you like that burnt orange, kind of maroon, obviously the heat colors, then these would be ones to pick up. In terms of longevity though, they're not my favorite. So I would say if you do pick up one, I'm going to pick up the alkaline. The only thing I worry about Torch is that you might end up looking a little bit ill. You can get kind of weird if you start getting like really orange in your waterline. I can't say for sure, but if you did pick up one, I'm going to say go for alkaline. Now as far as the lipsticks, I did try 2 on my lips. I did not try the kind of bright metallic red, but I will say these are great formula. They feel really nice on the lips. Now I did say someone, I think it was Jay Kissa, say that Heat was really gritty. That's not the one that I tried. I tried Scorched and Fuel, and I think they're really pretty. For me, I would probably go after Fuel, which is the nude, of course, which is so typical. This is a really warm nude. Obviously, we're going on the Heat collection. So if you like the shades, I say go for it. Urban Decay has a great lipstick formula. I don't think you'll be disappointed. All right, guys, so that is my overview and review, first impression of the new Urban Decay Naked Heat collection. Let me know what product stood out to you, if you feel like you're going to pick it up, or if you think it's not for you. Let me know in the comments below, and thumbs up this video if you like these type of videos. I will continue to do them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.